Court. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. This Honorable District Court of the United States of the Western Division of the Northern District of Ohio is now open for the transaction of business pursuant to adjournment. All persons having business before this honorable court will draw an eye, give attention, and ye shall be heard. God save the United States of America and this honorable court.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Wheatley. I'm the principal of Toledo Early College High School. Our students, staff, and parents are proud to celebrate this extraordinary occasion. Mr. Randy Nissen, who is Department Chair for Social Studies at Toledo Early College High School, recognized the value of having our students and parents participate and observe the Oath of Citizenship presentation. We are excited and honored to be part of this historic event. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Kayla, that was fantastic. I am sure that you are just an example of the talent and energy of the students here today. And we really appreciate the great job that you did. And we hope that on some occasion you'll come down to federal court and sing at a proceeding there. It was just a wonderful job. And also, Gonzalo, you did a marvelous job of opening court. So I extend an invitation to you also to please come down and open court for us someday. Thank you, Dr. Wheatley, for inviting us and having us here today. Naturalization is always a very exciting experience for us. It's exciting for the new citizens, their families, for us as a court, and for you as host for this outstanding occasion. And so I want to thank you, Dr. Wheatley. I want to thank Mr. Nissen for all of your hard work in making this occasion possible. At this time, I would like to recognize our special guests. And these special guests come to the naturalizations no matter where they are. Through the years, I've been a magistrate for a number of years, more than I'd like to recall. And these representatives have continued to come to the naturalization ceremonies. And that's because they're very important. They're important to you, they're important to us, and they're important to the representatives. So I'm going to ask that the representatives please stand, and then when they have all stood, I will ask that we give them a big round of applause. Mr. Nissen, would you just stand so everyone can see you? I know you're not a special guest. This is your home. Again, thank you. From the American Legion, the Joseph W. Dean Post, Catherine Blystone and Miriam Woolwart, are you here today? If so, please stand. And please remain standing for a moment. Daughters of the American Revolution, Debbie Duchesne. How beautiful. And is Johnny Taylor here yet from the League of Women Voters? If not, she will probably join us during the ceremony. From Senator Rob Portman's office, Linda Greenwood. Thank you so much. From Congressman Jim Jordan's office, Cameron Warner. And from Senator Sherrod Brown's office, Ann Longworth-Orr. Now let's give them a great big round of applause for all the years. And can everyone see you, Debbie? Can everyone see your costume, your dress? Why don't you just walk up and let us take a look at it. This is so beautiful. Thank you very much. And even though our other special guests have not dressed in any particular period of dress, they are here to show their concern, their interest, and dedication, and to welcome our new citizens. We also have some special speakers today, and two of those speakers have a very special relationship to the students here, and they have a special relationship to those of you who are being naturalized. It's so exciting that today we are naturalizing 49 new citizens from 25 different countries. That is indeed a marvelous occasion. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. We are very excited for you. We know that this has been a difficult decision, one that you have given a great deal of thought and consideration, and you've studied in order to pass the exam. So we know this is a very significant occasion for you. And two of our guest speakers, Mrs. Joan Park and Mrs. Christa E. Schmidlin, as I said, have a special relationship with the college and with the high school because of the students who attend here. And they will tell you about that relationship as they welcome our new citizens. So I would ask Ms. Park, if you would please come up. It's with great pleasure that I introduce you to our new citizens.
Thank you. Hello. Congratulations on becoming American citizens. And my name is John Park, and I came to America in 1987 and was reluctant to give up my Korean citizenship. But I thought about what America and its people meant to me, and I decided to become a citizen of the US in 1995. America became a blessing to me. First, I became a Christian through American missionary in Korea. And my two brothers had an opportunity to study and earn doctoral degrees in America. I have given birth and raised two sons here. One of my son goes to Toledo Early College School, high school here. And also my husband also studied at MCO, now MUO, and is now working for the city of Toledo as an engineer. I was also able to work as a nurse and school nurse and nursing instructor and have been for 22 years now. I have learned that in America there are many opportunities to do many things as long as one is able and willing. America is a blessing to me and to anyone who is willing. Now I want to live as a blessing in this country in return. I have learned of the sense of fairness, devotion, and sacrifice of the people of America. And I want to live to contribute in some way in making this country better. I hope because of your devotion and life of blessing that Toledo, this nation, and the world may become better. So may God bless you, and God bless America. Is
Stand for the audience.
coming?
I was going to ask him to come up and join his mom, but he's busy studying, so we can't do that. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Park, for your wonderful comments. And I want to say to you that we share something in common. My daughter-in-law is a naturalized citizen from Korea and is also a nurse. So we have many things in common, and certainly you have brought many benefits to this country by becoming naturalized and working in the healthcare field. Thank you very much. And next, as a special speaker, we have Mrs. Christa Schmidlin, who has also a special relationship with our country and with a student here, and that student is Justin Sutherland. Is he in the audience? Would you please stand up? I won't make you come up, but would you just stand up?
Well, good afternoon to everybody. My name is Christa Schmidlin, and 37 years ago, I came and I sat like you guys are today, waiting to receive my paper for the citizenship. And it was a great moment in my life. I came to America in 1966 as a young bride, and I came from Rome, Italy. I didn't know what to expect in this new country, many opportunities. I did hear so much about it when I was in school. But the first thing that I noticed when I came here, the people were very friendly, they were very kind, and very generous. And through the years, I learned that. Obviously, when my husband and I, we were young, we struggled and we worked very hard, and we owned now a home, a business. But many times through the struggles, we had so many people, friends, and many times over strangers, that when we were in need, they came to help us. And that was, I learned the first thing, the kindness and the love and the undiscriminating love, really, for the people of this country. So I'm glad you are here, and you came here, and you want to be part of it. When I came to America, like many other people, I sure have, and I'm sure like you, I had many dreams, and dreams that I would have loved to see come to reality. And they did indeed come to reality. We had 5 daughters. They went to college. And I have one of my grandchildren here and another one there that will be soon graduate from college. So as you see in this country, there are so many opportunities for you to choose. And I made the choice to become a citizen of this country because honestly, I did not want to be a foreigner to my children. And that was the truth. I realized it was time for me to be an American like them. And I surely did. I did not forget my father or my motherland. I still love it, and I still have many wonderful memories, but the United States of America is my home and is my land today. And I love it, and I cherish it like my own. So, my wish for you all today is that you will also be able to make your dream come true. And it will be many times hard, but with goodwill, it is all possible here. And America is truly a land of possibility. Here you have the freedom to explore this beautiful country, to practice your religion without fear of persecution in any way, to take advantage of the vast educational opportunities that you have here, and to have your voice be heard even when your opinion may be different from others. And that's a wonderful gift called freedom. A whole world of possibility opens up for you today as you become American citizens. So today I'd like to welcome you and your families to your new home. No matter where you came from and wherever you were born, today you are Americans. So thank you so much for inviting me to tell you my side of the story. Thank you to Mr. Nissen. And thank you again, and enjoy your new citizenship and your new country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Schmidlin. Thank you for your love of this country, and thank you for your advice, and you're welcome to the new citizens. Now, as I was introducing our special guests, I neglected to introduce three very important guests who are daughters of the American Revolution Lucy Walcott Barnum chapter. I would ask that you please stand. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate all of our special guests. We know that you take time from your busy schedules to come to these ceremonies because they are important to you and they are important to the new citizens. So thank you again. It is now my great pleasure to introduce another guest speaker. Angelita Cruz Bridges is president of the Toledo Women's Bar Association. This is a bar association of more than 260 persons who incidentally are not all women. They are women and males and law students as well. So it's a very large and important organization because they focus on areas of interest for women lawyers as well as male lawyers, just general areas of interest to new and older lawyers, such as I am. Ms. Bridges is currently employed as an assistant United States attorney, and that's a very impressive position because the selection process is very rigorous, and they choose only those who rise to the top as scholars, excellent lawyers, and people of good background. Ms. Cruz Bridges handles in the U.S. Attorney's Office civil litigation and matters for agencies of the United States government. Her duties include representing the United States in affirmative and defensive civil litigation, including civil rights litigation, fraud, employment, civil enforcement, Medicare subrogation, and any other area of civil litigation involving the federal government. Before she went to work in the U.S. Attorney's Office, Ms. Cruz Bridges was Director of Operations and General Counsel in the Lucas County Auditor's Office. She has also practiced as a private attorney. She has worked at Student Legal Services for the I say this quietly, Bowling Green State University, because we're here at the University of Toledo. And she worked as a housing attorney for Advocates for Basic Legal Equality. Ms. Bridges received her Juris Doctor degree from the University of Toledo College of Law in 2000, and at that time she was on the Dean's List, she was a scholarship recipient, and she held the prestigious position of serving on the Law Review. She is indeed an outstanding lawyer. In addition to her work on the Toledo Women's Bar Association, the organization she leads, Ms. Bridges serves on a number of other professional and community boards and has already received numerous awards and honors. And she is an example of a person who is dedicated to her profession, who exerts a leadership role in her community, and is a wonderful example for our new citizen.
Thank you so much, Judge Armstrong, for that wonderful introduction. I fear that I will not live up to your words, but thank you very much. And thank you all for allowing me to be here with you today. Good afternoon. When I look out at all of you, it really makes me want to applaud you. Can we applaud them, please? I applaud all of you for staying the course, knowing what you wanted, and being determined enough to get it. You sit here after a long process, successful in that process, and now reaching your goal of being a naturalized U.S. citizen. Now, many of you may have lived here in this country a long time before pursuing this goal, or some of you may only have been here a short while. Yet, no matter how long you've resided here, after today, you may feel a little different. It's interesting to me that the word naturalization contains the root word natural. Because even though the word means to be admitted to citizenship or to become established as if native, you all now, as U.S. citizens, you now can truly call the United States your home. It's as if being here, being home, is simply natural. Each of you, I'm sure, has a unique story and a reason for coming to the United States and being here with us. The dreams of freedom, the land of opportunity, and the thought that anything is possible may have drawn you here. Although I was born and raised in this country, I can still feel your excitement. It's that same excitement that I feel when I read the U.S. Constitution. When I was in law school, they gave us a small pocket guide to the United States Constitution. And my favorite amendment is the First Amendment. And it says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. No doubt, it was those rights, some of those rights, written in the First Amendment that drew many of you here to this great country. But now, today, as a citizen, you'll have privileges that you've never had before. For example, the ability to vote. This year, you'll be able to exercise that privilege for the first time in a presidential election year, no less. How exciting to have that privilege. But citizenship also comes with certain duties. Not only privileges, but you also have certain duties. America is not only about achieving your dreams and working hard, but it's also about helping others. I now encourage you to go out and get involved in your community. Volunteer. Find a way to make your dream of success not only your dream, but now the success of others. Help them dream that dream. Help them to achieve that dream. Help others not only in the example that you set as a United States citizen, but also in what you do. Help others in achieving the goals that they desire. I'm sure you've heard the saying, with great power comes great responsibility. Today, as a citizen of the United States, you've been given great power, great privileges, but I ask that you take your responsibility seriously. Be a leader in the community and help others in need. Let them see that citizenship may have been a goal that you've achieved, but this is only the first of many goals in a long path and a long, successful life. Congratulations again, and thank you so much for allowing me to be here with you today.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bridges, for those inspiring and encouraging words for the new citizens. And I do hope, and I know they will, listen to your advice, and they will go out and become involved in their new communities as citizens, because today you are citizens, or you will shortly be citizens. At this time, I believe Ms. Crawford has a presentation to make.
Your Honor, on behalf of the Immigration and Naturalization Service, the following 49 candidates have been found qualified.
Thank you very much, Ms. Crawford. The court accepts your petition and grants the request of the 49 citizens to become American citizens, American naturalized citizens. But as Ms. Bridges said, you are like natural citizens of the United States. So at this time, I would administer the oath of citizenship, and I would ask that each of the new citizens please stand and raise your right hand. And as I read your oath of citizenship, I ask that you please listen carefully to what I say, because when I finish, I will ask you to say, I do. And if you cannot say, I do or I will, then I would like you to please remain standing, all right? And here is the oath of citizenship. You and each of you do hereby declare on oath or affirmation that you absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty of which or of whom you have heretofore been a subject or a citizen. That you will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That you will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law. And that you will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law. That you will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law. And that you take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help you God. Would you kindly repeat after me and say, I do, I will, I do, I will. Thank you very much. Is there anyone who could not take this oath? If so, please remain standing after everyone else has been seated. It appears that all new citizens have taken the oath of citizenship, and we would now like to take the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Noor. Would you all please stand? Turn any way you wish, and you'll be right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. You may now be seated. And Arielle White.
The New Colossus by Emma Lazarus. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
Thank you, Arielle. And I want to say again to Dr. Wheatley, you have wonderful, talented students, and you have done such a marvelous job with them. We are so proud of your Toledo Early College High School. It is just amazing. It has been a great addition to our city, to our students, and to our community, and we applaud you for all that you do to inspire your students. And thank you for educating me, because I didn't know about the high school, and I'm just very excited and thrilled to now know about it. So thank you very much. It is my honor, ladies and gentlemen, to be the first person to congratulate you as new American citizens, and to emphasize to you the value of the freedoms associated with citizenship. All of our speakers have talked about the benefits and the values of being an American citizen, and I always start by talking about the importance of the Constitution, and Ms. Bridges has already referred to that remarkable document, which provides, together with the first 10 amendments that were adopted in 1791, known as the Bill of Rights, it's the basis of the law and government for our great nation. The purpose was further elaborated in the preamble to the Constitution in these very eloquent words, which I want to repeat for you, and I want you to always remember. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. All American citizens benefit from this great document, which guides our country and our government. And I think you know, based upon your study for the test, that we have three branches of government: the executive, headed by the president, the legislative, made up of our two houses of Congress, and the judiciary, with the Supreme Court at the highest level of the judiciary. And so I urge you, as a part of your learning process as an American citizen, to go about the country, to travel, to see the country, and get to know its geography. And as you're traveling, I urge you to go to Washington, go to the Supreme Court, tour it, go to Congress, see your government in operation. And Ms. Bridges also talked to you about becoming citizens at a very important time, a time when we will be electing our leader for the country who will shape the course of our future. It's really critical that each of you vote. And I know that our special guests who are here today will talk to you individually about the importance of voting. Every vote is critical. Every vote counts. You are now an American citizen. You must vote. In order to protect your citizenship, it's like an investment. In order to protect it, you have to use it. You have to use your citizenship. You must vote. You must become involved in the community. It's so important. You must travel around. You must get to see the country. And you must learn as much as you can about your new adopted country. And we don't ask you to give up, as Ms. Schmidlin said, your family, your friends in your former country. We know that they are very near and dear to you, but we ask that you expand your life by learning more and more about the United States. We ask you to share with us, though, your ethnicity, your customs, your traditions, and by doing so, you help to educate us. You make us better citizens by telling us about your traditions and your customs. So please share with us as you go into your community, become involved, do community work. Share with us your customs, certainly your wonderful dishes. We all love good food, and we know that, I know there are many wonderful Korean dishes, which my daughter-in-law has introduced me to, and there are many wonderful Italian dishes, and I love Mideastern food, so there are just many wonderful, wonderful traditions that we want to learn about. One of my neighbors is Hindu, and she has introduced me to wonderful, wonderful curries that I enjoy all of the time. So share with us your traditions. And then finally, because I am from the court, I must encourage you to accept the invitation to serve on a jury when it comes. Please understand that it's important. It's one of the privileges that Mrs. Bridges and Ms. Schmidlin talked about. Citizenship carries with it opportunities, but you also have responsibilities. And one of the responsibilities is to serve on a jury when you are asked. Now, very often when you get a summons in the mail to serve on a jury, your first reaction might be, no, I don't want to do that. But it's really important. If you are a part of this country, a part of this community, you must be totally involved. You must be involved in the court system. It's a way to learn how the court system functions. Maybe there are things you don't like about the court system, but you won't know that until you come and participate. And certainly there's an opportunity to make suggestions for change if you are a part of the system. So I encourage you to accept, embrace all of the new opportunities and responsibilities that come with being an American citizen. We are so excited, so thrilled to open our arms, our doors to you, and all of us want to say congratulations to you at the appropriate time. Miss Tina Brown, who has a very special talent of pronouncing names. I don't know how she acquired this talent, but it's just so impressive. We love to hear her pronounce all the names of the new citizens because the names just roll off her tongue magically, and we are so impressed and we love it. So at this time, Ms. Tina Brown will present certificates to the new citizens. And where will we do that? Will they come up here? They're going to come up to the right? All right. And I would ask our special guest to please come and join me at this on the podium. Please join me. We'll form a reception line, and we will welcome all of the new citizens.
Nadine Ahmed.
And you can save your applause until the very end to applaud all of the new citizens.
Salahuddin Ahmed. Muhammad Ali. Highland Bai. Tanisha Brissett. Noe Champata. Noe Champata. Gaywan Chozo. Dorita. Distrid. Dorji. Clarissa Dornbush. Dozie Belgidi. Hillary Mary Abgathi. Jose Kamal Abgathi. Gul Ishua Fatima. Zamoun Bojane. David Gajoka. Veronica Gonzalez.
returns to her seat, that we all stand and give them a great round of applause and welcome. One great big round of applause for our I would also like us to give a great round of applause to our very attentive students. You have been wonderful on nothing further. We have no official court officer to close the court, so I will tell you that we now stand adjourned, and we want to welcome our new citizens as we leave. Congratulations.